Okay, here's part three of bike touring. I wasn't gonna have a part three, but I did decide to go ahead and have a part three because I forgot to mention something that's very, very, very important when it comes to bike touring, and that is because you're so high. And it's maybe not, maybe it's not just bike touring, but it's like riding a bike. Is you're so high that music is so freaking good, man. When you listen to it, it's like it's like you're stoned on weed listening to music. Like music is so good because all the chemicals in your brain are going, endorphins and stuff, and you listen to it. It's just like you're entering into the world of the music, and it's like this huge party. Like life becomes a party, and you start to realize that this world is just this big old party. Granted, this world is a school. And there's lots of other people and the stupid people in this world who don't make this world a party, but that's their problem, their fault. This world is a freaking party. And it doesn't have to cost money at all. All you're just spending money on is food, and you can get by. Oh yeah, that's another thing about bike touring I wanted to say, is that it doesn't have to cost much money at all. And I forgot to talk about my strategy as far as feeding myself, and my strategy for the bike tour. I've had lots of different kinds of bike tours. I've had the ones where you cook for yourself. I've had the ones where you don't bring anything to cook and you eat out all the time. And that's what most of those have been. This one's going to be a cook for yourself bike tour, but I'm going to go really lightly. I'm going to have a one-man tent that goes really small right on the handlebars. It's actually a tent that is propped up by the bike, so there's no poles for the tent, because the bike are the poles. So you can put that over your handlebars. So I'm not going to have anything in the front of the bike, just the tent, which is small. And then the back, I'm going to have actual traditional panniers to hold my stuff on either side, with the regular bike rack. And on the top, I'm going to have my sleeping bag strapped, or my backpack strapped. A small backpack. Or maybe I won't even have a backpack. I'm going to go really lightly. Because maybe I'll have my backpack as actually a CamelBak with water will be my backpack. But I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go really lightly. But I will cook for myself. I have a Jetboil, so that's really small. I'll cook for myself to be cheap. Make it really cheap. Because when you bike tour, you eat so much. You eat so freaking much. Like when I rode across Europe, I was having lunch every day at McDonald's. I'd have 2 Happy Meals. That's what I'd eat. And so it was kind of expensive. But if you cook for yourself, and that's what, I guess I was young and I wasn't disciplined or whatever, but now I'm older and I'm disciplined. I'm a bike tour, cook for myself. And that's all I spend money on. No bus, no hotel, no alcohol, no drugs this time, no nothing. So the dollar can go a long way. So, even though I don't have that much money saved up, even though I've spent the last 3 years saving money, I think it is definitely a possibility that I'll be able to afford to bike tour the entire 11 months. So it's like there's no excuse really to not be able to do it. No money excuse. And the music is so good. And especially, and not just, there's different kinds of music you can listen to. You can listen to like mellow reggae music, and that's good because it's like a party. You're looking around, you're seeing the sights and the sounds, which is fun. Little animals just go by, people, scenes. Listening to music, it's just amazing. It's so awesome. And then you can listen to like the attitude music, where you're like, ooh, I'm a badass, dun 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 dun, And then you hammer, like you can do like intervals in your bike tour. Hammer for like 4 minutes for the song. And then your legs are just burning and you're burnt out, and then you just slow down, and then you listen to the next song, which is like all mellow. Then you listen to the next song that totally hype you up, and then you go, and then at the end of the day, you're totally exhausted, man. Which is, so then you get to sleep so easily. Like, I'm a big time insomniac. It takes me hours to get to sleep every night, but when you bike tour, you're out. Because if you don't sleep, you're not going to be able to bike tour the next day. No, but it's not a problem. You're out. And it's amazing. So the sleep is amazing. Sleep feels so good. Just be out and just. And then the water tastes good too when you're bike touring because you're so thirsty. You're just like, oh, I love water. So basically, bike touring, it gets you in touch with nature, like nothing else. Like you feel you're an animal. You look over and you see a coyote running alongside you, and you feel like you are the coyote. You and the coyote are both animals and you're brothers, and you're looking at each other, and the coyote's like, hey, what's up, man? You're like, hey, what's up? Yeah, we're animals. One with the earth, and then you can smell. Then the rain comes down and you smell the ozone, and you go through a pasture of this and you smell it, and even dead animals on the side of the road smell good. I got used to enjoying the smell of dead animals in Australia, dead kangaroos, and so yeah, you really become one with Earth, which is good because if everybody bike toured, they come home and then they'd want to protect the Earth more, protect animals, protect the Earth. Because they actually are part of the earth physically, and they understand that they are part of the earth. They go out and they eat healthier. They cook their own food. They use herbs and spices, because they're just they enjoyed experiencing the earth so much when they're bike touring. So that's basically what I want to say. That it's just a big old party, music-wise. Like I could not bike tour without music. I couldn't. And before I thought I couldn't bike tour without music and weed, but now I can. You don't need the weed. Because actually bike touring, the exercise is going to get you high as a kite, man. I swear to God, it's so awesome. So, anyways, I'm excited to share my bike touring trip. It'll motivate me. That's another thing that's motivating me about the bike touring trip is I get to share it. I upload the videos, and then people can watch me progress through the trip. And then I'll get to watch my trip later on. Like when I'm old man, I'm going to sit down, watch it, and relive my bike trip. And then, and the music that you listen to, music will bring you back to a time of period of life you had. And this is actually another video I want to make. But if you listen to a song that you were listening to a lot in a certain period of time, it'll bring you back spiritually, emotionally to that period of time. And you live there again. It's like time travel. You time travel back to that time again, and it is, normally maybe you look at that time, oh, that wasn't a good time for me. It wasn't fun. Oh, I was stupid back then. God damn it. But then you listen to the song, you're like, oh my God, oh, I remember that energy. Oh, what a wonderful time. Of course, I had so much fun. Oh yes, and it kind of brings it all together. And so what I want to do is this is another video that. Make an album linearly throughout my whole time on the music, and then listen to it one after another. And it's like reliving my entire life. But anyways, it's kind of the same thing as far as like once I make the YouTube videos, I can relive the videos and relive life. So yeah, bike tour. But then also at the end of the bike tour, you can do and then I'll do the bike race in Moab and win it, and then maybe I'll be a professional bike racer for the year of 2010 or whatever the fuck, 2011. And then that'll be my job, and I'll get to do bike rides for fun or for free. So it's like if anybody wants to be a professional bike racer and make money off of it, just go on a bike tour. And then you can be a professional bike racer because you'll win all your races. That's the training. That's how you get in shape. If you want to be a bike racer, it takes at least a year to get strong. We'll do a year-long bike tour, and then you'll win your first race, and then you'll win every race after that. You'll be a pro. So pretty soon, all the people who win those ultra endurance bike races are going to be pro bike are going to be bike tourists. And those bike races are fun, man. I had an experience. I did as part of a team. I didn't really know about it. I did Australia, and then I ran out of money, and then I kind of worked in Sydney for a month, but I wasn't getting paid. Those people, they didn't like me, and I didn't get paid at all, and everywhere I went. So then I gave up, and I came home, and then I worked for like a month. So I hadn't touched my bike for like 2 months. And this kid I work with is like, oh, we're going to do the 24 hours of Moab. You should be on our team. So I was like, okay. And for some reason, when I was in Australia, I wish I had known about it. I would have taken out the credit card loan, and I would have bike toured all the way up until the bike race, and then done it and won it, obviously. And I tried to even do it as a soloist then, even though I hadn't read for 2 months. I was still probably strong enough. But I guess it was too late to do it solo, so I did it part of the team, and it was fun, man. I only managed to do 1 lap for 2 laps, for the 2 chain rings on my bike fell off, on my brother's bike that I was using, fell off, so I had to coast down the whole backside of it. Anyways, I'm out of time. All right, bye bye.